Okay, so once you get down just using basic value scales to add highlights and shading, like I have my highlight line here. Ugh, get out of here. Highlight line here, my shadow line here, because they're always opposite. You can start adding a little bit of texture. The reason this one looks a little bit more 3D, it took me a little bit of time, but just really quickly, I can show you that you can create your um, like some texture just by using the chalk down here. Okay, you can pick a lighter color. And I always try to drop the opacity really far down. And what I did was I just colored over one whole side of my strawberry. Maybe make this a little bit bigger so you can see it a little better. Here we go. Okay, I just colored over it so that it started getting some highlights. And I did the same thing for the shading. So I picked a darker red, right? I just dropped down towards the black and started doing the same thing but in reverse. So this is all going to be towards the bottom of the strawberry, just kind of like moving up on this side since this is my shadow side, right? And then I did the same thing except underneath that green stem at the top. Okay, underneath that green stem. So this creates a shape because the highlight, right, is touching. Get back over there. The highlight is the light's touching this side of the strawberry, and because this part of the strawberry is round and it curves outward, that's why I gave it that curve. That's pretty basic. I mean, you can go through, you can see that I added like solid 100% opacity lines for small highlights and shading underneath each one of these seeds. And I actually did the seeds before I used the chalk to create this dimension to it. And for the stem, just because I was moving really quickly in class, I used a um, medium green, light green for highlights, and this dark green for shading. Like super easy. I got the stem right down the middle, a couple of these like fake leaves. Clearly, it looks more like this looks like a 3D sticker instead of like a real strawberry. But yep, so that's how I quickly added just a little bit of texture and shading just by using the chalk. And I had my opacity at probably between 10 and 15. There you go. Have fun.